Well, hello. Test. How are you doing, guys? Welcome to another live stream featuring rare and valuable US coins. Unfortunately, I caught a flu, therefore, I will have some difficulties. You may have some discomfort while hearing my hard breath, so I beforehand apologize for that. So, guys, I changed my overlay to a new one, and from now on my email address is shown below this screen. Here is in large glowing yellow. You can send your rare coin pics to this email if you presume that they are rare. But some of you sent a lot of ordinary pocket change, so we by default ignore them. So please at least investigate, at least research, do basic research about your coins before sending the most ordinary pocket change and claiming that they are rare. Also, please, guys, like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and please share this video in your platforms so this video could reach other numismatic enthusiasts like you. Okay, so today's main featured coin will be this 1955 Lincoln cent with a major error, a popular variety you must be all knowing about. It is 1955 DDO cent, recently sold at Great Collections auction for a lot of money, and we will talk about it in depth a little later. Firstly we will examine emails from you. We have several coin pictures accumulated, so first we will show them. I know that most of them are ordinary pocket change, but nevertheless we must pay respect to our viewers and show them at least several of them and identify whether at which grades they are considered valuable. So also I have here my several pocket changes, ordinary circulated coins. We will also do our best to find out whether these dates are rare at high conditions, mean state conditions. But these are ordinary pocket change. As you can see, they are not uncirculated gems. Ordinary pocket change, worth maybe a few cents over their face value if we take into consideration the copper melt or nickel melt value according to today's copper or nickel prices. So let's first check so I also changed my position of overlay, so from now on the main screen will be to my left, to my right actually, but if you look, I am facing the viewer to my left on the screen. So let's go to email. Let's see, I already checked some of them and deleted several of them which were unreasonable enough to ignore, because they were obviously pocket change. Let's see, where we started from. November 10th. Case empty. Alfredo Fulgueras, or Falgueras, I don't know if I pronounced it. US 1955 penny reverse with error on T of cent and die chip. but unfortunately he only sent the reverse picture of this coin. Actually it is indeed showing the large die chip on the T, and therefore it is indeed an error coin. But die chips are not considered super valuable error varieties, and they are in abundance out there in on eBay. But if you have if it had been graded as superb gem, and plus if with this error, it could have been bringing premiums at auctions. But with only just die chip, and it's hard to tell. It seems like it has some mint luster, but the poor quality of pictures, how to say, prevent us from telling whether this is in superb gem condition. But I don't see large distractions, at least even from such quality. And it could be some angle issues as well, because at certain angles it may seem like fully red, at certain angles it may seem like red and brown. So, but nevertheless I see some luster here. But please, for the future, Alfredo, send obverse picture as well, because it's mainly when grading the coin, all major companies refer to. Wait one moment, let me put down the music. One moment, please. Okay, that's minimum. Overall, lower it. So because PCGS and NGC pays main attention to the obverse when grading the coins, I have 1969S double American cent for sale. Send your pictures, maybe you'll find your potential buyer from your own country during the live stream. My country has some limitations on coin sales, and especially there are restrictions for sending and receiving coins by postal services. So therefore we have neither interest nor how to say, opportunity for buying your coins. But you may be fine. Send us your coin pics, and maybe we showcase them, and someone wants to find you and buy your coin. But for that, at least you must have your coins, I guess, authenticated by reputable coin grading companies like PCGS, NGC, or ANX. Otherwise, it is your word against other words, because in numismatics, authentication is very, I would say, very important. So where we left die chip. So that die chip, it has really a die chip. It's obvious, but die chips are not that valuable. Error varieties. This happens all the time during striking process when the striking die gets deteriorated or impaired. So they, after, for example, striking, I don't know exact number, but let's say striking tens of thousands coins, it becomes damaged, and it becomes to break into pieces. Some recessed elements, design elements on die start breaking, and those pieces are impressed on the coin itself. So chips from the die appear on the reliefs or other surfaces of the coin. Most likely they are around reliefs and the high points of the coin. So for the future, Alfredo sent obverse pictures as well. So Desire Ringo sent us Elizabeth II coin. It's Canadian coin, 1979, 5 cents. If I'm not mistaken, these are nickel coins, Canadian pocket change. It is featuring this second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, late Queen of United Kingdom. I think it presumes that I'm your subscriber from Philippines. Hi to Philippines. I saw your video regarding this and I have one too. I want to know your insight about this matter. Thank you. Please message me back. Okay, I will send you later the link of the live stream so you can watch this video. First of all, I guess you think that this is an error coin. We have large abrasions on the surfaces and pretty rough abrasions, especially on facial area, this area on the rims, like anywhere on the obverse, but nothing on reverse except the rims, slight nicks on the rims. To be honest, I also had some coins like these. At first I also thought that they were some kind of mint errors caused during minting process, these aberrations. I had some doubts, but then I learned that these are mostly post mint damage that happen during circulation when they touch other coins or other rough materials, and they get abraded due to impact. And making sure, you know, that the modern ChatGPT technology allows you to examine the coin even from its image. For example, let me open it. I also uploaded this picture to examine and ordered him to examine it, whether this is, one moment, let me see where it was, to make sure whether this is let me open it here. ChatGPT. It's almost 2 years that I frequently use ChatGPT, and I also recommend to you for finding. You will find great abundance of information about rare coins. It will help you a lot. So I uploaded this picture. First I asked one viewer sent me UK or Canadian coin. First I didn't pay attention to reverse picture, so I didn't know. Then I saw that it had also reverse. Coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II on obverse. It displays large abrasions on surfaces and rims, some of them so deep that distorts the reliefs. Can you tell me whether it is really mint error, and define which error variety or post-mint circulation damage by analyzing this image? And after analyzing, and here's the answer of ChatGPT, I'd be happy to help us on no. To evaluate I'll need this is before I upload it. Okay. Thank you for providing the image. From what I can observe, the coin displays significant abrasions on obverse, including scratched and deep gouges. Let me put it side by side so we can easily. One moment, please. Okay. Zoom in. So, where we left, including scratch and deep gouge that affects the relief of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, as in here, and many places around. Uh, Here's my assessment, meaning ChatGPT's assessment based on visible characteristics. I'm sorry. Direction and pattern of abrasions. The marks appear random and lack a uniform pattern, which is more typical of post-mint damage from circulation or handling than of minting errors. True mint errors related to abrasions or planchet flows usually display distinct characteristics, like lamination errors, peeling. It may seem like lamination error, lamination flow, but it isn't. Planchet flows usually display distinct characteristics like lamination errors or strike-through errors by impressions caused by foreign material during minting. Second criteria is about the edge abrasions. Edge and rim damage. The damage on the coin's rim further suggests it was subjected to impact or rough handling, likely post-mint, meaning he presumes that it hasn't been the result of mint error. It has been after it was released from the mint. If these were a mint error, the damage would be expected to appear more consistent with minting flows, such as partial color strikes or misaligned dies, which cause a different kind of rim deformation. And third, the general wear and scratch patterns seem more consistent with coins that has been in circulation and has sustained surface abrasions from contact with other objects. As I told you before, it gets released from the minting process and it touches the other coins or other heavy materials, rough materials, and due to pressure or impact, blunt force, such damage happen. Based on these observations, it's highly likely that this is post-mint damage rather than the mint error. This coin has likely experienced significant wear and physical impact after leaving the mint, which has resulted in deep scratches and distortions you see, like this here on facial part. So, meaning, guys, so what was the name of the sender? One moment. So Mr. Ringer, or if it's your name, this is not a rare coin, this is ordinary pocket change, and it is damaged one. It is not a mint error. So even ChatGPT analyzed it, and but for further, if you are not still sure, you can send it for authentication, but I don't think it is worth sending it, because even if they found some kind of error for, let's say, NGC expert or PCGS expert, world coins are mostly graded by NGC experts, so you will get not that valuable coin because it's not key date, and the most valuable error coins are those with double diverses, the mules, the wrong planchets, and repunched mint marks or over mint marks. Other mint errors are not considered major varieties. Okay, so guys, if you have ChatGPT, know for the future that you can upload, ask a correct question, upload your coin pic like this one. It has very nice angle right in the middle, no how to say it, so angle is perfect, I would say. Therefore it analyzed it with no issue at all. So you can upload your image with this attachment icon and ask your questions, whether the coin is valuable or rare, is it mint error or not, damage. But first and foremost, you must provide it, help him somehow, for not forcing, how to say, accelerating it, you have to give some information, like I did before. I gave some information, so it will be easy for him to examine. Okay, now let's go to other coins. Now, where was it? Another coin, 1966 Lincoln cent. 1966, no AU. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. 1966, no AU. What does it mean, no AU? First time seeing such kind of designation. There is no such designation as 1966, no AU. AU means about uncirculated. Ah, you mean it's not about uncirculated, it's mint state? But it's hard to tell from this picture. So guys, please, I always recommend you sending pictures during the daytime, because you see such shadows and your phone camera quality is not that good, and therefore we don't get actual toning or actual eye appeal from these such images. But I see a lot of abrasions here. How it can be no AU? It is AU, at least, if not extremely fine condition. But I would say yes, AU with some luster, some how to say, some traces of luster. Overall, but it's very nice kept. But maybe you want to say 1966 with no P or no D. Nevertheless, I don't know what you meant. I guess you wanted to say about uncirculated, uncirculated. Now let's check. Oh, eye appeal of the backside is very nice. No large distractions noticed here, but again we can't zoom in further even to examine these areas. The memorial steps are not considered criteria in pennies, as unlike Jefferson nickels, but nevertheless, even from striking definition of memorial steps and the statue of Lincoln cent and FG, we can determine whether it's sharply struck or struck by overused die. So it's hard to tell from this image. But nevertheless, let's check out 1966 Philadelphia issue of Lincoln cent to get to know the mintage and whether it is rare sorry, at certain grades. And say Lincoln cent CGS. Load and let me check. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Any coin related questions, I'll be happy to answer. But please comment and ask in English, Turkish or Russian. Other languages I have no information about, so it will be difficult to read even. So mintage is pretty massive, 2 billion. So for those who don't know, the metal composition is 95% copper and 5% zinc. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were struck in mostly copper content. Some dates, if I'm not mistaken, had some tins as well, very slight amount of tins, but here you see it is 95% copper and 5% zinc. Therefore, pre-1982 pennies, due to their copper content, copper melt value, are worth more than their face value, even in circulated condition, but very slight difference, maybe 2-3 cents. But again, depending on very much on its condition. Uncirculated coins, like in here, have some different guiding prices. Let's start from MS62, but your coin is hardly MS62. The price guide is something around $6 for MS62, and we have 4 submissions at PCGS. You see, people know, most collectors know that MS62 is not that high grade for these dates, and it's not worth sending them for grading, because MS62 will get you something around $6, but the overall expenses of grading and sending them, I guess, would be much higher than these price. Say for avid collectors and knowledge collectors, don't send lower graded, lower mint state coins for grading unless they are not unless they are key dates, like let's say 1909 VDB cent or 1914 D cent, and so on. So starting from MS63, you see populations starts increasing, 71 submissions, but still guiding price is just around $7. Now let's go further. The premium starts from MS67. You see, PCGS displays just 17 specimens, 17 submissions, and guiding price is $950. But it is just guiding price, and everything depends on demand and supply correlation on the market. But for instance, one of the recent sales, 23 fourth months, 24th month is April, I guess. Yes, April. This one was sold for $336. So even in mint state 67, which is considered superb gem, it is just $336. It was sold for $336 on April 30th, 2023. You see, it's a brilliant strike. Nice, but I presume these ticks are on slab, because if these were on the actual coin, it would hardly get this high grade from NGCS. I guess it's on the window, plastic window of the slab, these ticks. Yeah, you see, the memorial steps are brilliantly struck. Monument is obvious. Monument of Lincoln, statue of Lincoln, and FG is sharply struck as well. Sorry. So this is not a rare coin as well. Let's go with one coin as well, and then dear sir Jagdish, as always, pictures of Tau rare coins. Picture of Tau rare coins. One error coin, 1990 quarter. Other rare $1 sending for your consideration. Let's start with the Sacagawea dollar to see whether it is. This one is actually in circulated condition, obviously. luster is long gone. We don't see luster here, but no large distractions as well. So for a dollar coin, rarity is mainly defined by an error variety known as the cheeriest dollar, especially for 2000p. Let's check reverse side for that. One moment, please. Let me open the reverse side as well. I'm sorry for my nose voices, no sounds. I caught a flu. So, and here is a picture of reverse. Okay, so let's reverse. It's not reverse. Why you named it as reverse? Okay, let's zoom in. For being rare variety, the 2000p dollar coin, Sacagawea dollar coin, must have uh, enhanced details on the feather tails. On the eagle, first you should go to reverse side and then zoom in or closely examine the reverse details. For Sacagawea dollar, for spotting a rare Cheerios dollar, a dollar coin used as a promotion, and that was included in a Cheerios dollar boxes, including 2000p Lincoln cent as well in mint state. They had special details and added details that were not present in other ordinary or uncirculated Sacagawea dollars. So it must have enhanced details, which is not seen in here. But nevertheless, for comparison, I will show you the Cheerios dollar as well. One moment, let me. Okay, let's put it side by side. Now let's go to 2000p Sacagawea Cheerios dollar. CGS. There, I think they had some comparison pictures. Also, though I forgot, also there was a wounded eagle variety. We will also check about it as well to see whether it has die gouge on the chest area. Okay, where's comparison? Nevertheless, I know already we don't need comparison. Let me download this picture and everything will be clear to you. It's much better picture. Let me open it, save as, and open it. Yes, it's here. So let's zoom in to the tail and put aside it, the two aside each other. So I remember I did it once for other coin in my one of my previous live streams. So you see these slanting, how to say, lines, these diagonal lines. These aren't present in this coin. I know it's circulated condition, it could be worn, but at least we don't see neither of them, even one of them, even a single slanting line characteristic of a Cheerios dollar. So it's ordinary pocket change, my man. Please have it in mind, and it is plus in circulated condition. It is just pocket change, so please. You always claim that your coins are rare, but we don't have anything rare in these pictures. What about, let's see, other coin? Other coin, I think it's tarnished, 1990D Washington quarter. I think it is environmental damaged coin because it has a lot of tarnish. I think you confuse it with black beauty error, which is mostly found in Jefferson nickels, and it is result of improper annealing, other than mm, improper annealing during before when they prepared the planchets. They were improperly annealed, and due to mm, incorrect temperature, maybe you get some different black toning. But black beauties have fully black tones or fully dark gray tones, not like these dappled, or how to say, not such scattered spots. These are obviously tarnished and a result of improper preservation. But again, I may be mistaken. But even if you have, even it were, I doubt about it. But even it were, it was improperly annealed or black beauty coin. You can check eBay or you can check Heritage Auctions archives, where you will see that even improperly annealed, fully authenticated by PCGS that they are improperly annealed, they only get uh, tens of dollars, not hundreds of dollars. And they are mostly, I would say, in extremely, they are in mint state or about uncirculated condition mostly. I remember I found a couple of months ago at a Great Collections auction one improperly annealed coin, and it was Jefferson nickel, fully black, with black toning, black or dark, I would say, how it's called in English, gunpowder toned, and it was authenticated by PCGS, if I'm correct, and it was sold just for $80, around $80. So even if it is improperly annealed, you won't get too much. It's not rare, I would say. Scarce maybe, but not rare at all. But my view is that this is just coin with environmental damage. It was exposed to humidity, and this toning is caused by is a result of improper preservation, storage of coin. Thank you, Jagdish, as always. But please firstly examine your coins. Now let's check out several recently sold coins. Here is our featured coin. 1955 Lincoln Cent was double die verse. One of the most popular error varieties of all times, especially in Lincoln Cent series. To spot this error, you don't need a digital microscope or something that will allow you deep zooming. You only need to hold it in your hand, and if you see such kind of double impression on all of verse lettering and the date, then you have a rare and super valuable 1955 Lincoln Cent. But there is some point I have to make, because sometimes people confuse it with strike doubling, or how it's otherwise called, mechanical doubling. Mechanical doublings, when you have such kind of error, it is like a shadow, not the impression, not the second impression. So this error is a result of uh, improper preparation of dye during the preparation of during the die hopping process. It's somehow due to the, how to say in English, it changes position in it rotated or changes position slightly misaligned, and therefore the second impression appeared on the die. And from now on, from that time on, every coin struck by the same die had almost the same uh, features. Like in here, you see the underlying impression and top impression. It is likely shifting. The second impression is shifting towards the, let's say, it's southwest, depending from which angle you look at it. So, so it's clear cut, obvious, very obvious doubling, die doubling. So it's hard to confuse it with other ordinary pocket change or ordinary coins. And this one was graded, let's see, this one was graded as MS64 red by PCGS. Sorry. And it is CEC approved, meaning it is a super rare coin, and it is exceeding its peers for its eye appeal or luster or other. So CEC sticker is put only to special coins that have special features and exceeds their peers in different criterias, like striking definition, eye appeal, overall eye appeal, grade, and so on. Philip Georgiev. I don't understand your language. Please write in English. You can use Google Translate for translating your message and putting it to chat. So let's see for how much it was sold. So overall it has very beautiful eye appeal. And MS64, yes, MS64 red is very nice mint state coin for this date with error. And this rare cent recently ended up selling for $19,125 with including buyer's fee at Great Collections auction. They had certain bidders, and one of lucky guy uh, acquired this superb gem, this true rarity, for $19,125, including buyer's fee. What was the date exactly? November 10th, 2024. So let's check also this quarter with error. Also recently sold at Great Collections auction. As you can see, it has very nice, interesting toning. I don't know what caused this kind of, I'd say, scattered hues. It has pale silvery luster, but it's not silver nickel. It's nickel, copper nickel content. As from 1965 on, going on, the quarter dollars were struck on sandwich formation on copper nickel clad quarter planchets. Nevertheless, we have some tonings here. Overall coin is in brilliant condition. And let's see, it has some designations, I remember. So it is DDR FS 801. Let me open it. It is DDR stands for double die obverse, and FS means Phoebus and Stanton. How it's called, numbering system for error varieties. They are highlighting major error varieties, and this is FS 801. Let's check variety Vista, but let's firstly just examine it closely. Maybe we spot the errors ourselves, the doubling, die doubling. But if it is not on the eagle central device or leaves, if it is on the lettering, then doubling should be a very thin one. So this one needs close examination, I guess. So let's see. Yes, here we have obvious die doubling, you see. So face value is die doubled. Here on A as well. So such coins should be thoroughly examined under close inspection using digital microscope or very strong loop magnifying glass. So quarter face value is obviously die doubled. I'm not sure about. Yes, I think it's also as well United States. We have some kind of protruding S here. Yes, I think it's also die doubled. Now for making sure, at least we know the face value is die doubled, and let's check Fivas and Standen code or numerical. Let's say it's English numerical system, and see whether where is the error, where is the die doubling. So we need to find 1970 Washington quarter. It was FS 101. Now let's first check that DDR and PCGS. No, not PCGS. Let's go to Variety Vista. I always use this website for checking varieties and also recommend to you. It's a very nice website. Now we need to find a designation of FS 801. Yes, it is here. So according to them, United States is also die doubled. Let's read. Medium spread on quarter dollar. Yeah, as I told on the face value, quarter dollar. Lower branch leaves, inside wing feathers and stems with CV rotational spread in United. So in United, quarter dollar and design elements of branch and wing feathers. Let's check lower bands, lower branches as well. Where it was the picture. Okay, let's zoom into the lower branch. I don't see clear cut doubling, but according to some it is die doubled. Yeah, on the feather I see this doubling. Second impression. Lower tail feathers. And on the branch it's hard to tell, maybe from this angle. Maybe this is here. Yeah, it's seen here. But very slight, how to say, offset. Very slight. Spacing is too close to each other. So nevertheless, at least we know that this is, you should look for on a quarter dollar and United to getting, to finding out. But I think that you won't have such large, such device that will enable you zooming in further, because most the digital microscope found on internet on eBay are not that good. They have some limits in terms of zooming, but great collections, PCGS, and I guess NGC as well, have special devices, very strong uh, strong cameras that enables you to examine even the slightest details. Like you see, even smallest details are available for examination. So I think this one is hard to tell even for an expert. It's hard to tell from first look. You must have uh, some valuable tools to examining this error. Now let's see for how much it was sold. And this is, oh, by the way, this is the slab picture. Let's see whether we can spot it from slab picture. Yes, here we see doubling elements, doubled on here on A as well, R on the top part, T. So sometimes it is even easier to spot it from slab rather than other. Here you see S as well. Yeah, D is obviously die doubled. You see protruding from inside this hollow area. So from this angle, it's much better to tell the difference. So let's see for how much it was sold. So you see, even it's not that valuable variety. 1970D is a modern date, relatively modern date, found in abundance in mint state. So if it had, let's say, if it has a grade of MS67 or higher, maybe the value will be 4 digits instead of 3 digits. Here we have $101.25 and including buyer's fee. So inside the slab, DDR MS66 sold for around $100, little more than $100. Let's see. It's so guys, thank you for watching this video, this live stream. Please, if you have more rare coins, send your coin pics. We thank Alfredo and Jagdish for sending their coin pictures. We have also 2 left. We will showcase them in future next live stream. And please, if you think you have a rare coin, our email is available 24/7 for your examination. Send whatever whenever you like, but please make sure that the pictures are taken during the daytime, and your device, your shooting device, your camera is not a budget camera. It should be have enhanced zooming capabilities, and footage is also preferable. You can send the footage as well so we can examine them from different angles. Okay, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share the live stream to help us grow, guys. God's willing, see you in the next